Starbucks Rollins in camp, look at Jasper, Florida. First and foremost, I'd like to represent honor and glory to the Father and the Son and the perpetual Hebrew tongue. Call Halam La, Yahweh Bashmal Shai, Bashem, Harakah Kodash Mouth. Also, double honor to the elders, Apostle GMS, Damasamad as well, Maharwa Masharala, Peace Festival 1/3, and Chassis for elect. It's gonna be a quick little lesson going on the quail, a strange bird for strange people, being us the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, going to the story of Moses, Exodus around 1446 BC. Being led out of Egypt. Um, we going into the wilderness. Our people didn't believe that this was of the Lord, that they would have been better off in Egypt. Not knowing they were slaves. I mean, even they did know it. They got 3 hots in the cars. As I say, they get everything they need. Just like now they got the Stockholm syndrome. That's why you got Jakes that love being in jail, that love being incarcerated, because they get money. Somehow, some way they get money, whatever they do. Here on the streets, they get money by any means necessary. So they love that. They love to be slaves, man. Israel is a homeborn slave, man. It's like slightly paraphrasing. Um, that's what he is. We have hope and faith in the Lord Yahweh Bashmal Shai, because this place is finna be destroyed through of course, coming through with an economic collapse. The physical dollar that they do so worship, that's gonna be done away with. They're gonna be done with hyperinflation and hyperinflation. But $5 a gallon to $10 a gallon for gasoline, for bigger stuff and for smaller stuff. Once you get down to the bread, you might well count your days, Esau. You might well count your days, 2/3 Jakes, the ones that filling their bag with holes. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna go get this Exodus chapter 16. I'm gonna start at verse 10. Just going into the story that the people was basically murmuring against the Lord Yahweh Bashmal Shai, even though it was the Lord Yahweh Bashmal Shai that got them out of Egypt in the first place. But they were thinking that they were better off, behind better off in Egypt. Exodus 16, Shlaki, verse 10. It says, "And it came to pass as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, At even you shall eat flesh, and in the morning you shall be filled with bread, and you shall know that I am the Lord, your power." Our people don't. Our people have been given chances over and over throughout the whole history of creation. Um, the Lord is very merciful. Usually if your dog or something keeps fighting and is like very aggressive and and change orders and change owners and has no order, you're gonna have to put it down. It's doing everything wrong. You shouldn't have no dwelling with a bad dog. Your dog supposed to help you out, not be against you. But our people have been against the Lord, and they're very much backsliding. We're that strange people. We're that peculiar people. But for the ones that are peculiar now, they're the ones that either once didn't know the Lord or even hated the Lord. And now they're here in this generation on this earth right now, turning back to the Lord Yahweh Shai, the peculiar people. I'm gonna keep getting it. This is verse 12, verse 13. And it came to pass that even the quails came up and covered the camp in the morning. The dew lay around about the host, and when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there's a small round. Well, yeah, they're right there. The quails. The Lord sent quails to our people to eat. That's part of the fowl family. Lawful animals. Nonetheless, we're the Lord gave us a strange bird. Cause I don't know if you ever seen a quail like a little. Johnny Bravo going on. But it's a strange bird. It's a strange bird. It's a peculiar bird for a peculiar people, man. We are the peculiar people today. You know, we're the ones that's gonna before time. You know, when we were younger. You know, and foolish, we might have spoken against the Lord, or not fully want to know the Lord, and then the Lord gave us the spiritual understanding. You know, about His world, about His word, and about what His basis is going to come to. You know. I said, like, this is First Peter chapter 2 verse 9. It says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of Him who have called you out of darkness into His marvelous light." So, man, we're the chosen generation and a peculiar people. You know, we're very much strange, man. We were once we were once darkened, and we didn't believe in the Lord Yahweh Shai. We didn't know His name. We know to call Him. You know, whatever case may be, we were completely lost. And then one day after you saw this online, or you literally just it just happened out of nowhere, or wherever the case may be, you find the Lord. You find a man of the Lord to follow. You learn from learned men, and you still learn from learned men. You can study and pray, and you know the Lord's name. You know Yahweh being the Father, and the Son name being Yahweh Shai, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Now you know that. You know that his name. You know that Caesar Borgia, son of the Pope. I mean, son of the one of the first mafia families. Man, you know about history and everything. So, nonetheless, that's what I mean. That's what it offers you, and of course, the greatest reward is uh, being the kingdom. You know, this is a blessing, and there's a reward for that as well. It's like a buy one get one free. And nonetheless, that's why we were that peculiar people in that church generation, because we were once backsliding, and now we're here. You would never thought that the Lord would have this much mercy on His people that hated Him so much and murmured against Him. But now we're here, and now salvation is closer than you ever imagined. This Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 12. It says, "Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, Return thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith the Lord. I will not keep anger forever." So this is time before, this is days of old, but this is the same spirit. The Lord is having mercy on His people, because we're doing the same thing that the prophets did in the days of old, go on the highways and byways, on the street corners, with the correct fruits and the correct vibration, telling a lot of people that this place is going to be destroyed through nuclear destruction, 200 million ICBMs, intergalactic ballistic missiles. Tell them about the many prophecies of the Lord. One being the ICBMs, or something sooner, like the dollar collapsing, and a new monetary digital currency coming up. And nonetheless, that's what's going to befall this place if our people don't. It's gonna fall. It's gonna fall into place anyway. But if our people do not wake up, then of course it's gonna be a lot worse for them that don't wake up. He has mercy for whom He has mercy for, and He has anger on He has anger for. He's gonna have mercy on the ones that has called out His name, and He's gonna have anger for the ones that didn't want to call out His name, and that were constantly not want to give their arm to His stretched arm. For those not of the well. Those not of the chosen generation that's going to be saved and get salvation. Those going to be of the 2/3 that were destined for the book of death, man. That's where their names will be written at. I'm part of the elect. 144,000 hopeful elect. I'm hoping that and I'm praying that. Through works and action and faith and love. This is Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 8. It says, "And the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand, with an outstretched arm, with great tenderness, and with signs and with wonders." Of course, being the main orchestrator, Yahweh the Father, and being His servant Moses, having the power to break over the way through the Spirit of the Lord. Plays, the Lord telling him what to do, and He's doing it. He's being a good servant, and as well as He's sending Ajasiah down, that demon-like power, being Yahweh Shai. that death angel that was sent as like fire pillars. You know, it says with a great terribleness and with signs. And great terribleness, you know, the fiery pillars. You don't want to get meat with that. But guess what? Our people are going to get met with that. You know, we're in Egypt right now. This is spiritually Egypt, spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritually Nineveh, spiritual Chaldees, man. Rome incarnate, all this, you know, Greece. This place has to be destroyed, man. It's a Hellen. They're Hellenizing our people. They're Romanizing our people. They're Americanizing our people. They're all the same spirit, man. The same spirit that came down from Cain. You know, the spirit of Satan. You know, nonetheless, that great terribleness is going to be seen today. The Lord has mercy on His people that believe in Him, but for the ones that did not seeing the Lord's mercy and that has not don't want to give to the grace, He's not have that same mercy. Isaiah chapter 1, I'm starting verse 6. You know, that where His